to the death of another victim.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From Mason City to your hometown, we've got the information you need. Turn us on at home, work, and in the car. AM 1300 KGLO.
8:32 here at your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO. And streaming live online at KGLOAM.com. Well, we're going to talk about Parkinson's Awareness Month. That's the month of April, and Jana Mentzer joins us to talk about a couple of things coming up. And good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
First of all, let's just talk about it being Parkinson's Awareness Month, and obviously, I know just from my little involvement with the organization here locally, and with the walk that's coming up in early May that's been held. Maybe just talk about what kind of an awareness group is around here to focus on Parkinson's.
Yeah. So Parkinson's is a neurological disease that doesn't have a cure. It's the second biggest one next to Alzheimer's, and it's growing. There's about over 1 million people in the U.S. with Parkinson's, but here locally, we have a couple programs that we work to help people in this area know that they're not battling the disease alone. So we run a support group here in Mason City on the third Thursday of every month. And in particular this month, because it's Parkinson's Awareness Month, we want to work on the awareness part. So we're actually doing 2 sessions on Thursday, April 16th, one at 2:30 p.m. and one at 5:30 p.m. At our location. And we're going to do general awareness on Parkinson's. Many people think that Parkinson's is your hand is shaking. And that's true. Many people do have that, but not everybody. In fact, there'll be many, many people that never have a shake or a tremor in a hand. And there's a lot of symptoms that people don't see. And so that's what we kind of want to talk about and let people know what that is, talk about what treatments are out there, talk about all the different medical folks that are in this area that can also help provide relief, and then also just give tips and tricks. So that's what we're working on here in April, is to really do the awareness part at our location in Southbridge Mall. So it's going to be at the Rocksteady Boxing Gym at 2:30 and 5:30 on April 16th.
Maybe talk a little bit more about the monthly meetings and what kind of things are either discussed in those types of meetings, or what kind of support people can get out of those meetings.
Absolutely. So in our support group, that again is the third Thursday every month, we have different topics or different plans. So some of it is just social. People need to know that they're not alone, and there's a whole room full of folks that are going through it. And so there's all that camaraderie and who's doing this to help them sleep, et cetera. So some of it is just social. But we also have different speakers come in. We had one of the local pharmacists come in and talk about the different medications and talk about the pros and some of the side effects. We've had the speech pathologist, Sarah, come in and talk about the importance of speech with Parkinson's, and that you can't let a soft voice linger because it's got other health implications, right? So every month we work to have a different speaker or a different topic so that folks can get a wide range of what that is. It's free of charge every Thursday, or every third Thursday at 2:30.
Are those just for people that have Parkinson's, or is it also for families?
It's also for families, right? So it's anybody who's touched by Parkinson's. We do have a lot of folks that do have it, maybe their spouses, maybe a child, or we've had other family members come in as well. So it's open for anybody. We want to let people know that they are not alone dealing with Parkinson's in North Iowa.
The Rocksteady Boxing location that you've mentioned, a few times, that's something that has been involved with Parkinson's awareness in our area, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Rocksteady Boxing is a program specifically for people with Parkinson's. We specifically do a workout that combats all the different symptoms of Parkinson's, from the tremor to balance to strength to voice, etc. So we've been doing it here in North Iowa now we're on our 8th year, and we try to help as many people as we can. It is non-contact. So I don't want anybody to sit there and
I think 2 people are going to be coming in and slugging it out with each other, right?
Exactly. We are not doing that. But it is a way to work on symptoms and to slow them down and to work on things like balance that are so critical while having a good time. I've got people who are 83 and maybe even in a wheelchair, and we can still do a workout. And I've got people who are in their 50s and are trying to slow this down because they want to spend time on the floor with their grandkids. So that's what we do to try to help people. There's programs like that all over the nation, but lots of times people need to be in the Des Moines, Iowa City area. And we want to make sure people know there are services like this up in North Iowa.
Well, I know, at the Parkinson's Walk last year, just talking with some people, and they just had rave reviews for what they were doing with those classes and how that, they just felt a lot better being able to go through that type of a program.
Yeah, we are. The program is about the volunteers. We have wonderful volunteers that come to help. We have an amazing group of boxers and fighters. I've got one class. Folks show up 45 minutes to an hour early, and they just sit there and chit chat before class. So I don't know how many people show up to a gym workout class an hour early, but that's what they do. Sometimes it's about Parkinson's. Sometimes it's about the weather or who won on the last basketball game, right? But it's their friend group, and that way they know they've got a support system who understands what they're dealing with every single day.
Let's quickly just kind of give a short preview about the walk that is coming up on May 2nd in Clear Lake. And obviously, once again, as I was kind of referring to, obviously we've got some people, that are dealing with Parkinson's, but especially their families, or even some families that had relatives that had Parkinson's and maybe have passed away since then. Very active in that group here locally. Yeah, exactly. So this will be the 9th year of having a Parkinson's walk/run in Clear Lake, Iowa. So this year it's May 2nd, Saturday, May 2nd. We start down in City Park. We go along South Shore Drive. So anybody who's sitting there going, ooh, a 5K, I don't want to do a full 5 kilometers. It doesn't matter because the route goes out South Shore Drive and comes back. So if you only want to do a block, if you only want to do 3 blocks, that's fine. People in strollers. We've had people in walkers or wheelchairs. And then we've also got folks that are sprinting for time. So anybody and everybody is welcome to come out. It is our big fundraiser. It helps pay for our support group costs. We also give money to Michael J. Fox, and then it also pays for coach training at the gym as well. So the money is all for people in North Iowa with Parkinson's. And that's what's May 2nd. What time's that? 9 o'clock. Get underway? Yeah, 9 o'clock is registration. 10 o'clock, we're actually going to sound the air horn to get going. And then at 11 o'clock, with your help, we're going to draw raffle prizes and announce the medal winners for those who really care about how fast they win. So, and like you mentioned, seeing, I know there were a couple of people right afterwards that were comparing times because they were actually, I think, kind of racing against each other. A couple of young women that were, we wanted to get the best times possible, but there were other people that were just, calling it a casual stroll. That's probably the best way to describe it. They were just enjoying the day. Enjoying the day, right? A beautiful day, hopefully again this year in Clear Lake. And just to know again that there's a community, right? That folks are not alone. This year we've got the gentleman from Charles City. He does tractor pulls. He's going to have his tractor there, and he wants people who are touched by Parkinson's to sign it, so that as he's pulling for a cure in his hobby, that he's got even more support and everybody's signature on the tractor. So we're excited this year and look forward to having a great event. Come on out. Anything else you want to add about either the event on the 16th or coming up with the walk? Yeah. So if you want more information, you can go to our Facebook pages. Probably the easiest one is to go to the Rocksteady Boxing Mason City page. We've got the events posted there. And then the walk in Clear Lake on May 2nd is Move It. So if you look up Move It for Parkinson's, that's where we are, and we'd love to have you. All right. We appreciate you stopping in, and we are looking forward to both these events. Wonderful. Thanks, Bob. Have a great day. You too. Jana Mentzer. I got to pronounce your name right. Any of those are close. Well, as we were saying before, as long as I don't say any bad words. Right? No, thank you, Jana. Thank you. This is your hometown news station, AM 1300, KGLO. 841. Be back with more after this.
Clint Thomas,